let's start with your reading, Scorpio. This reading is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign. We're going to look into your recent past, current energies, and immediate future. For cross watchers, keep in mind that energies go both ways. So please take the messages as the best resonate with you. All right, let's look into your recent past, current energies, and immediate future. Energy at the bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Swords. Overall, what I'm seeing here is that you are about to receive some sort of information which will make you see the overall situation in a different way. The Page of Swords is clearly a type of energy that will push you to ask questions, to look deeper into the situation itself in order to understand better why certain things are happening and what will happen from this moment forward. This is the knowledge seeker, and it's a very important energy to have in order to understand where you're coming from and where you're going as well. So let's see how this message will connect with the rest of the reading. First of all, let's start with your recent past. So up here we have the Chariot and the Ten of Swords. What I'm seeing is the beginning of something, the hope, the excitement and passion, and then the end of it. An ending that you were not expecting, something that you did not see coming, not this way. You had different plans, and unfortunately you in the recent past have seen things moving in a different direction from what you initially expected. This Chariot is that beginning moment, is where it's when you see that anything is possible. You have the determination, you have the willpower, and honestly, you have every single tool needed in order to succeed. You know that you are entitled to this, that it's time for you to achieve this. It's time for you to be happy today, not tomorrow, not a week, a month, a year from now. And so right here, I just see you going for something, not taking no for an answer, fighting for what's yours, having thick skin, and overcoming challenges. I see you right here just standing on top of this Chariot, and overall you are in a potentially dangerous position because you could fall, and this is going full speed. It can be destructive for you. But from up there, you have a beautiful view. You have this wind on your skin, and it's definitely worth it. And so regardless of the danger of this position and this energy, you feel good. This is telling us that you had the willpower and you felt that this was the right thing to do. Now, Ten of Swords is the moment where you don't try anymore, because challenges and obstacles are always going to be there. And the fact that something is going wrong, it doesn't mean that that's the outcome unless we stop trying. And here, something must have happened that put you in a position where you decided to not go for this anymore. With the Ten of Swords, I see you connecting to this Page of Swords, just trying to understand why this is happening. And maybe you also are thinking about the situation on a bigger scale, trying to understand why it keeps repeating. If for some of you out there, this is not even the first time that you end up in this situation, right here, there is a very deep thinking into what this is and why it's happening. And so it's very important for you to figure this out, because in order to be able to progress, we need to see where we're coming from, and then we will be able to see also where we're going. So this is what we see for your recent past. Let's see in the immediate future if we start seeing, in the current energies, so in the present, if we start seeing some progression. Okay, so what I see here is definitely gaining some clarity and understanding, starting to understand why this Ten of Swords has appeared up here. First of all, the Wheel of Fortune. This is telling us two different things: how you feel and what's coming towards you as well. In the heart of the reading, we in fact see that this might have not been the first time that this has happened to you. Maybe it's happened with a different person, different elements, a different situation, but overall, it had the same type of energy. Wanting to go for this, feeling happy, feeling that this is going to be huge and beautiful and amazing, and then ending up there. The Wheel of Fortune keeps spinning and it will always do that. That's the repetition. Something you have experienced before and you're afraid you're going to experience again. A cycle. So keep in mind that other than that, the Wheel of Fortune is talking about a happy change coming your way. Something that will finally be different for you. But it can be different if you understand why this is happening. This is talking about breaking the chain, breaking the cycle, and starting one instead where you have clarity. Therefore, you can achieve the happy outcome that you want to achieve, not the Ten of Swords. And so around this Wheel of Fortune, what we see is the Empress and the Magician reversed. For some reason, whether you're aware of this or not, you think that maybe something is wrong with you, that you are not enough, that maybe you end up in this Ten of Swords because someone around you potentially always ends up being better than you, having more than you. And for some of you out there, you might be thinking now, no, that's not me. I never feel that way. But sometimes our insecurities are so deep down ourselves that we don't even know they're there. Regardless, they impact our actions, our decisions. And so it's very important for you to at least consider the possibility for this to be an issue. The Empress can be talking about body image issues or overall feeling a misfit. The shadow side of the Empress talks about that. But you see here how beautiful you are, right? Do you see how special, unique, how much potential you have, how just overall great you are? And if you surround yourself with the people and situations that don't make you feel that way, that doesn't mean that you're not. It just means that you are in the wrong place at the wrong time. In fact, we have the Magician reversed. Usually this card talks about being in the right place at the right time. And this is the real issue. It's not you. It's the situations you put yourself into. It's the people you surround yourself with. And so overall, what we see here is that the timing so far hasn't worked out for you. Actually, you might have, especially the last one, being right next to someone who's good for you, but with the Magician reversed, they might have not been ready for this. They might have been in a place in life where they were still maturing, they were still growing, they were still gaining something, and you instead are up ahead. With the Empress, you are mature. You know better what you want for you and how to achieve it. And so that could be an issue that we're seeing here. And I do believe that this type of knowledge and awareness here, it's going to really make you question everything that has happened up to this point and everything that can happen from this moment forward. So this is really, really beautiful, actually. And please be kind to yourself because you have a ton of potential and you are beautiful. You don't need to sabotage yourself. You need to understand what around you might have not been a match, whether it is an actual situation or people or the timing. So let's see what we have instead in the immediate future. All right. Okay. That doesn't surprise me, actually. With the Ace of Cups, you have perhaps this person coming in. Either this person or someone new. It will differ depending on your situation. But what we see here with the Ace of Cups is someone expressing their feelings to you. And this to me brings us back to the Chariot, back to the beginning of that cycle. Here we go, once again. Should I do this? Should I listen to this person? Should I go for this? Two of Swords, not making that decision, right? Not deciding right now because you're just afraid that you're going to end up back into that Ten of Swords. What am I going to do now? What are you going to do? It's clear that you need to gather more information. You need to think about the situation a little bit longer. But what you have here with the Ace of Cups is someone who is really interested in you. Someone who's feeling like they can fall in love with you soon if they haven't already. And so keep in mind that if now the time is right, then this can be good. And so let's look into that. Let's see if the time is right. Let's look into what this person will tell you, what they want right now, but also what are their intentions for the future. Let's see if you were to start this cycle once again, what the outcome of it would be right now. Should you go for this or should you wait for a better timing? Let's see how this overall situation is going to progress from this moment forward. I'll be continuing the reading in the extended video link below in the description box. Follow me there if you want to dive deeper into the messages. Also, don't forget that every week I randomly select viewers that have watched the extended video to offer them a free personal 30-minute reading. Stay tuned for the extended preview and some more content made just for you. Welcome back to your extended reading, Scorpio. What we have seen in this situation is some sort of awareness right here, which could really make you see the situation in a completely different way. There is nothing that really keeps us stuck other than not knowing what happens, when it happens, and therefore how it's going to change from that moment forward, how it's going to evolve. Knowing where you're coming from and why certain things are happening can change your approach and therefore changing the very outcome of a situation. Right now we see that this cycle is trying to start once again. And you right here are wondering, should I go for this or should I wait for a better timing? Am I going to be successful or am I going to end up into that Ten of Swords once again? I don't want to do that. I don't want to waste my time any longer. And so let's see what this Ace of Cups actually entails. Let's see what type of message we get there, what type of energy, and the intentions of this person, of situation. Let's see what that is about. And then we will look into what type of choice you should make and how the situation would evolve if you were to give it another chance. Ah, that looks beautiful. Look at that. The Queen and the King of Wands and the Sun right here. Listen, Scorpio, this is going to be absolutely different and beautiful. Let's start with that Ace of Cups. First of all, someone is